But your Kendrick fact, what's the...
Oh, yeah, so my whole Kendrick thing is like, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, God damn, I've always loved Drake as well, but I'm really like listening to him and I'm like, this is so simple.
Yeah.
The concepts and everything, and it hits so hard because it's simple. And the idea is Drake's music would be for kids. Kendrick's music is for like scholars or something. For adults, very intellectual people.
Yeah.
No one in the world that is an adult that is taking care of their life has time to sit down and break down pop music. No one is doing that. Anyone that's going to do that is going to read a book or something, or read like a scholarly article. They're not going to listen to this guy going, "We gonna be all right." Do you know what I mean? So my argument is that Kendrick is actually for kids because they're the only people that have time to break down his stuff. Drake is for adults because it's quick, it's to the point. I'm on my way to work. I don't want to be confronted with the fact that there's systemic oppression still going on in the US.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to listen to Drake talk about, this is not a love song.
I like
a stripper on a mink rug song. It literally is for adults. Adults don't have time to listen to Kendrick Lamar, and they shouldn't.
I like this take. I really like this take. I don't know. I feel like the idea that if you are an intellectual, you don't really want to listen to stuff that seems mundane to a certain extent, like professors or philosophers or stuff like that. People who are intellectuals with too much time probably could appreciate Kendrick Lamar.
People that are intellectuals, if they're trying to...
People with good jobs. It's usually... Kendrick fans are all probably like 35-year-old white dudes who have good jobs. They have great like white-collar jobs. They work in the CBD. They're suits. As they're listening to... As they're on their way to work, like probably in an Uber on the way to work or catching like the train to their probably like six-figure job, they're listening to a little bit of We Gonna Be All Right. And they're like, you know what? You are right. There is like a systemic like oppression going on in the black community in America.
They're going to listen to it when it's... You've got enough problems as an adult.
They don't have problems.
You know who doesn't have problems?
Yeah.
Children.
Also people
They need to find problems. They need to find a cause. Adults are like, you know, I don't want to listen to Kendrick talk about his auntie because I've got my own auntie.
Right.
I'm trying to deal with him.
Yeah.
My auntie. You know, I don't need to be listening to Kendrick's auntie. I need to be listening to, you know, I need a one dance.
Yeah. I can imagine, though. I can imagine this loser suit dude who's like, yeah, this is a real problem. Like, hey, do you listen to Kendrick Lamar? And they like want to break down how intricate like the details they are to like their work crush.
This is...
You're like, Becky, did you listen to Pimp a Butterfly yet? I told you.
That's what I'm saying. They're emotionally stunted people. They have to live in a world where they need to build a personality around art. Adults don't need to do that. They're too busy to have a personality. So then to enjoy stuff, they need to go to this shallow thing. This just makes sense. I don't need to take any time to like go into this. I think this goes across the board as well. There are no intellectuals sitting down watching like no one's going to watch this crazy... No one is writing a thesis on, what is it, Taxi Driver. The only people that are doing that are uni students.
Yeah.
Kids that are trying to be edgy or something like that.
Yes.
Adults don't have time for this nonsense. It's absolute garbage. It literally is. It's clutter.
I really like the take. I really, really like the take.
Yeah, it's... Life is... We want to listen to... Adults want to listen to Johnny Cash. I go, yeah, I fell into a burning ring of fire. Because it's subliminal. You know what I mean? It's like
Johnny Cash is very heady.
Is he?
Yeah, very heady.
I don't know. I don't think he is at all. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Shouldn't have got married. And then adults can listen to it and go, I like the melody of this. And subconsciously it's doing something for them.
I don't know. You could break down John Kesey lyrics. I think John Kesey gets nasty with his pen game. John Kesey is known as like a poet.
I don't know about that. Is he?
Yeah.
Sure you're not thinking of Ice Spice? No one wants to... No one has time for listening to all that.
I like the idea. Yeah, no one has time. If you're a productive member of society, you shouldn't be able to indulge in heady stuff. You need to be listening to like mundane, like watching TV, like something that's very, very mundane, like a weird, like mindless sitcom, like Rizzoli and Isles.
Yeah.
That's probably as far as you go.
Yeah, you finish work, you go home, and you watch Friends for half an hour.
Yes.
You cook a microwave meal for your family.
You don't like light up a cigar, sit in like your library that you have at home, the big book stacked behind you, and read some Dostoevsky.
They're not adults.
Really?
No, they're
That's a
children.
child.
They're
That's
going, I need entertainment. I need like fun.
I need to think and I need to be challenged mentally. You don't have
They
the
need to
idea
be mentally
of the...
challenged.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
I don't think it's... I'm not saying it's bad for you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's not the reality. People don't have time to be doing that.
100, and I that's why I think you could probably have like a split. You have people that are killing it at life. I think if you're murdering it, you're like, yep, bam, that's done. Wife's taken care of. Kids are asleep. Job's done. I've watched a bit of sport. Let's go out and like watch a good movie or something like that. Because I have time, I'm nailing everything else. Why not like expand my mind a little bit?
Yes.
Go watch like a challenging play. Go listen to like a little bit of Kendrick Lamar.
It's doing like an ice bath and like a sauna.
100%. Yeah. It's doing the. It's
Do you
doing
know
the
who's
extra
doing
stuff.
that?
Yeah.
Losers. It's literally people that are like, hey, I need to add something to my life right now.
Yeah.
Because-
Are they losers? People that are doing ice baths? People that have like a plethora of like hobbies?
Yes. And I will tell you why.
No, because I really like the angle because I think you literally have a split. You have like these intellectuals that like get into video games because it's like I've been working as like a professor or something like that. I need to do something very mindless. I'm gonna get home. I have 3 hours. I'm gonna play an hour of video games and then I'm gonna watch like Friends and then I'm going to make some food and go to sleep.
Playing video games is a very adult thing to do.
I don't know. It's an interesting one. I really like it because I know when I was young, I was obsessed with video games. Absolutely obsessed. I had the dexterity in my fingers.
Yeah.
I had like the quick eyes. I was really into it. And I think I'm old. I can't keep up. My fingers don't move the same. I'm not interested in this.
You did say
thing.
that you could never get back into it like you were.
Yeah, because I was so good as a kid because I think I just was like, I was switched on. I wonder if kids are just meant to be better at video games. And I think I didn't really understand heady music. I didn't understand Kendrick Lamar until I got, I think, older.
I think I only understood it then.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's harder to understand as you get older because you're more based. It's the idea of becoming like a Republican when you get older.
Right.
Children are like liberal. They're like, hey, yeah, we should hear every idea. And then you get to a point where you realize, like, no, I'm busy. Don't get me wrong. I would love to like help people where I can.
Yeah.
But I also, you know.
Have you like reappreciated? Like, have you come across something you enjoyed, let's say when you were in like your mid-teens recently and being like, wow, I appreciate this so much more than I did back then.
Yeah, but maybe it's
because
a feeling.
I'm older.
You don't even need to tap into that feeling, really. It doesn't need to really be tapped into.
You don't need to be able to like question.
It's a luxury.
Yeah, I think it's literally a luxury.
Adults should not have luxuries.
I think adults that are nailing it, I think you should, like as a well-rounded individual, you should be able to enjoy and appreciate like luxuries. You should be able to test your mind. You should have everything else under control to the point where I'm going to do this thing right now. I'm going to have my ice bath or I'm going to like listen to some Kendrick Lamar now. Because in all honesty, I've been trying to do that. I've literally been trying to read like audiobooks at like the first quarter of my workouts at the gym. To be like, I'm just going to take advantage of this time.
Here's the other thing. You shouldn't do things to improve your life. You shouldn't. You should just literally, you have your chance to improve your life up until you're probably 23, 24. You've finished uni.
Yeah.
And then that's you building the box car.
Yeah.
And then you get your first job and that's you pushing the box car down the hill.
Yeah.
And then you're just on a straight course.
You just got to switch off until you're probably like 65 and be like, whoa, who am I?
Yeah, and then you get to 65 and you're like, I wasted it all.
I never thought.
Yeah.
What's scary that happens, like I have a lot of friends, and I think a lot of people literally take that path where they do exactly that. It's like, I'm going to find all my interests until the age of 23. Now I've got my job. Those interests, maybe it was like electronic music, I'm going to keep that. I like the artist. I kind of like this. I go to work and I like listening to this. That's it.
But it's essential. And I also want to say this. If you have a friend or anything that's trying not to do that,
yes,
it's your responsibility to your country to kind of beat them into place.
You'd be like, dude, ice baths? What are you talking? Training for a triathlon? What are you talking about?
Yeah, if one of your friends says they're going to the gym, don't message them for a week. Don't respond to any messages. Yeah. And if you do message them, just kind of guilt them and say like, oh, yeah, my life's terrible. I'm at work all the time.
I wish I had that luxury.
Yeah.
That's what you should say. Call up the boss and be like, dude, it's time to go to the gym. I wish I had that luxury. I wish I didn't. we have the same job. Like, I wish I had the time to do that. I'm literally like snowed under with work. I wish I had time. I don't know how you do it. Literally. Because I ain't got time for that.